up, scrubs? It's your burn bro Oni-chan here again. Not with chain burn, but that's coming soon. I've been playing a lot of zombies lately, and I went undefeated at locals with it. I had played it for about 2 weeks in a row, and then I think I've really perfected a version. Little slight changes I might make, might talk about that during it, but I'm really proud of this deck, and it performed exactly how I wanted it to.
All right, so let's get right into it then.
Oh, yeah, also, the matches I went against were Solomon Great, Pure Crusadia, Crusadia Guard Dragon, and Crusadia Mech Knight. A lot of Crusadia, all meta stuff I was able to go against, so it's not like I was just playing Rogue.
Yeah. Solomon Great's a tier 1 too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, along with Sky Striker. This deck overperforms against Thunder Dragons, and I did not play a single one. It's an auto win if you play against Thunder Dragons. So if you got a lot of at your locals, you got a lot of Thunder Dragon players, play this deck. You're gonna auto win.
Okay, let's see what we got.
And so, this is what you play. 3 Unizombie. He changes level. He has 2 effects. He changes level. He's a Foolish Burial for a zombie, or you can discard out of your hand, which is astoundingly good. But I also didn't know this about the effect, but it never really mattered because I always had Zombie World, is that only zombie monsters can attack for the rest of that turn that he activates that effect. Okay. So, and then, what's this? 3 more copies of Unizombie. And then what you discard off of what you discard, Foolish Burial, there's so many targets. Mizuki, I only played 2 Mizuki. 2 Banshee. Banshee's amazing. I used to see people only playing 1. She's astounding because she can remove herself from play on the field or in the graveyard to activate or add Zombie World to your hand. It's great, and it's a quick effect. So a lot of times I'll just send her to I would send her to graveyard because I knew that they would want to deal with Zombie World, so that they would waste all of their resources getting rid of Zombie World and then just quickly use Banshee. Oh, Zombie World again. And then Glow Up Bloom. Only 2 Bloom. It's a great card, and it's to get out Balderrock. Play 2 Balderrock, don't play 3. I've never seen anyone play 3, but it would break at that. What's really great too is that if with Bloom, it's if you have Zombie World on the field, you can remove it from play and then special summon Balderrock, or I also have Fraulein, and it will either add them to hand or excuse me, or it will special summon them if you have Zombie World, which adding to hand isn't bad, especially with Fraulein. So I only played the 1 Fraulein. I don't regret it. I'm going to keep with 1. I love it. And then Balderrock also, a lot of people don't really know the specifics about his effect. Is he gets each of these once per turn. It's a negate a zombie monster effect, or when a zombie monster activates this effect, he can negate that effect, or non-target banish a monster on their side of the field or in their graveyard. And it doesn't have to be a zombie, which a lot of people don't know, and it's amazing. Another thing is with mirror matches, Balderrock can't chain to Balderrock, so it's really just a game of whoever gets Balderrock out first, because the Solomon Great player used Monster Reborn to take one of my Balderrock. I got the other one, and then I banished his Balderrock because I had no other way to get rid of it. And then he tried to chain to it, but he didn't know the specifics of the effect. Also, what's great about Balderrock is that he can be set off by Ash Blossom. So even if you ash them, you can chain Balderrock to banish something that they have. Or if they ash you, you can use Balderrock to negate. So Ash has multiple uses through that. Plus, I play the Danger Mothman. He's great for getting stuff in graveyard. He's an amazing card. I just love him. And then Shiranui Spirit Master. I do play Shiranui Swallow Slash. And this guy, whenever you send him off of Shiranui Swallow Slash, or just remove him from play, you will get an additional pop, which really helped me a lot. So that's it for the monster lineup. It's most of the deck. I think that's about 23.
About half the deck.
Yeah, it's about half the deck. But it does not brick, because most of this will search for other stuff. So like this will search for your field spell. It's just playing like 2 more field spells. And like I was saying, you have the 3 Zombie World, and then a 4th copy of Zombie World. So effectively, I'm playing 5 copies of Zombie World. A lot of people don't put Terraforming in here. They will just rely on the Banshee and then just have the 3 Zombie World. All of the plays require you to have Zombie World. It's a great card, and just Zombie World alone is a great floodgate because now all of their monsters are zombie, which really messed up the Crusadia Guard Dragon player because he didn't have any dragons anymore, which was really difficult for him to play through. Again, with the Solomon Greats, they're not Cyberus anymore. So it's too good to not have another Searcher, I think, for it. And then another Terraforming would break. So, and then 3 Gall by the Grave. This deck has some powerful combos, but it's fragile. It really is fragile, so you need as many things to keep you from being negated as you can. And then for my other one-ofs, I have Super Poly, Foolish Burial, Monster Reborn, Raigeki, and 1-for-1. 1-for-1, great for getting stuff in grave, and you can get out the Bloom, and then link that away for Link Karibo. Super Poly, I play it's really great because I'll go into that later. Foolish Burial, it's Foolish Burial. Monster Reborn, it's Monster Reborn. And Raigeki keeps your going second from being the worst thing in the world. So it's amazing. It really is. So that's it for the spells. And then what I have for the traps are Shiranui Swallow Slash. Like I said, I play 3. Some people say play 2. I want to see this card. This card's amazing. And what you can also do is that during their standby phase or their draw phase, if you have Boulder Rock on board, flip this, tribute Boulder Rock, pop 2 things. If you have Shiranui Spirit Master in your deck, send that. You get 3 pops then. Then either continuing their standby phase or when they enter standby phase, bring Boulder Rock back. So you get this for free. It's amazing. And then also Rivalry of Warlords. Honestly, and you can get on to me about this, I think that this 2 cards right here is one of the strongest locks in the game right now. Because they're stuck to zombies, and you wait for them to summon 1, you have Zombie World on board, activate Rivalry. A lot of times, they will just either scoop or pass. That happened to me multiple times, both against the Solomon Great player and the pure Crusadia player. Because just, they normal summon, they're stuck, and they have nothing after that. It's amazing. This is a 40-card deck. I really love it. And then we'll get into the extra deck. 2 Vampire Suckers. She's great. I love her. She can either, if you have Rivalry on board, and with Zombie World 2, is that you can bring a Zombie World or a zombie monster from their graveyard and put it on their side of the field. Then you can lock them into zombies, so that way they won't even get that normal summon. Also, whenever a zombie monster is special summoned from the graveyard, this is once per turn, you can draw a card. That's perfect with Boulder Rock because you link Boulder Rock away to get Vampire Sucker. Next standby phase, Boulder Rock will come back. Her effect will activate to draw 1. Or you can activate that, then chain Boulder Rock to banish something during their standby phase. It's amazing, and you get the draw. And then, I had this because sometimes I have that with the, with the Mothman, I wouldn't always have 2 zombies on board, and I couldn't make this, but I would want something engraved, like Mizuki or something like that. And so this was really great for just getting rid of that card. So that's why I had him. Link Karibo, it's great. It gets rid of, it's really just here to get rid of your Glow Up Bloom. That's basically why it's here. And then Summon Sork, she extends your plays. Unicorn, it's there. I have yet to make it, but it's there. Borload, I like him more than Boral Sword because this also gets over Boral Sword. So it's really great like that. And this deck already can OTK. It just sometimes it needs to get rid of a monster. And what makes this deck so good at OTK is Red Eyes Zombie Necro Dragon. It's an astounding card. You activate Zombie World, especially later in the game, because it's all the zombies on the board and in each player's graveyard. This guy gets up into the 3,000s almost every game for attack, and when he destroys a monster by battle, he's a monster reborn for zombie monsters. So then you can attack with that as well. And then Dawn Dragster, it's a good negate. It's a level 7, easy to do. Another thing is with Unizombie, target this with Unizombie to increase his level, so you get more negates and his attack increases. And then I also have, I can never pronounce his name, so I'm not even going to try. You might want to zoom in on his name, though. It's a bit shiny. It might be difficult to see.
Let's see what I can do.
What's great with this card is that... So it doesn't do much when he's on board, except he's a nice 3,300 beat stick, which I'll never complain about. You use Unizombie and Boulder Rock to make him, and then when he's taken out eventually or whatever, when he's in graveyard, if one of your zombie monsters are destroyed, you get him back out, and he's basically unaffected by card effects until the end of your turn. So he just keeps recurring. So whenever they try and get rid of Vampire Sucker, you just punish them for it, which I love. I was able to pull off. And then our honorary zombie monster, Beals. Beals is great. And then I do have Waking the Dragon, so this is a target for Waking the Dragon. Sometimes with Waking the Dragon, I even hit Beals. It's great. And then for Super Poly, I play the Dragon Necro, which is just 2 zombies. The problem is that he is a dragon, so if I have Rivalry on board and I have a zombie on board, I can't really summon him. That's the only problem I have with him. But there are so many times when my opponent would make a board, they're about to enter battle phase, Super Poly, get rid of their 2 monsters, boom, now I have a 3,000 beat stick. Plus, he makes tokens, so I have my Dark Soul tokens right here.
Naturally.
And they become the same attack as the monster that he attacks. So, and then against Solomon Great, I main deck Super Poly, so why not? It's great, because if I don't have Zombie World on board, I can still fuse them away. It's a great card, and there's space in here.
Yeah.
So, it's 15 card extra deck. I love it. It's really great. Then onto the side deck, 3 Droll, in case I go against Danger, which I didn't, but that's fine. Fire Fusion, it's another copy of Super Poly, just specifically against Solomon Greats. I think this is one of the greatest side deck cards that you can have right now. Just by including the Chimera in your extra deck.
The Fusion Link monster.
Just by including that. You could even play more of these. It's a Super Poly for their board. It either forces a negate or removes their board. It's too good to not play. I may actually bump this up. It's just, I didn't know what to take out, honestly. And this was kind of a last-minute decision because I actually read the fucking card. Probably going to take out Droll just because there's not many Danger players, at least at my locals. So that's my personal choice.
Because they're pricey as fuck.
So, yeah, that's another good thing, is if you can't afford the Drolls, get the Fire Fusions. Because everyone's running Solomon Greats now. If your locals isn't running wild with Solomon Greats, then I want to see your locals. And then there are a lot of Thunder Dragon players at my locals. Use Mind Control. It's the easiest card to out them. You just take the Colossus and, okay, now it's my turn. Or, more so, you want to take the Titan. Because this deck does not search. It does not have one searcher card to add to your hand that I can think of. Yeah, no, I don't think it has even one. So take the Titan because that's the only thing. You don't want your stuff to get popped.
Yeah. And
then Waking the Dragon, I told you about that. This is a good side deck card or a counter side card because they're going to be wanting, because if you flip Zombie World Rivalry on them, game 2, they're going to be wanting to get rid of that. So leave that face down. This actually won me a game against the Mech Knight player because he couldn't get over my Falcon. So I love it. And then evenly, when you win game 1, you know they're going to want to go first game 2. Just auto side this in. It's good counter siding. And then Eradicator Virus is an astounding card. It outs Sky Striker, outs Altergeist, any other trap decks like Chainburn, which sadly, but you activate this, you can again, just like Shiryu Swallow Slash, get rid of Boulder Rock, their draw phase, or standby phase. Call Speller Traps. They have to destroy all of their spells and traps in their hand and on their field. Or spell or traps. You can't call both. Oh my gosh, that would be so broken. On their field and in their hand, and for the next 3 turns. So it's astounding. Plus, you get Boulder Rock back.
Yeah.
It's free. So just so many things I can combo with Boulder Rock. And that's it. That's it for the deck. I'm super happy with it. The only thing that I would really change is the Drolls. That's really it.
And those would become the Fusion of Fire.
Fusion of Fire or Lava Golem probably over Sphere Mode, just because nobody's making boards like they used to.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's really what I got, and I'm in love with the deck. So.
Awesome. Good to hear it. All right. Peace, Scrubs.
Peace.
Naughty, naughty, naughty.